Off the Grid's new solos mode is going to change everything. And I don't say this lightly, as this company has made some of the worst gameplay decisions in BR history that I've ever seen by far, and it's not even close. But I still find myself coming back to this amalgamation of cryptocurrency mixed with explosive movement and cyber limbs that are corny as hell. And it's for one simple reason. This game at its core is a very fun arcadey BR experience. And after this most recent big update, a lot of my hope has been restored for the future of this game. I think the devs, after months of us berating them and bopping them on the head with endless amounts of feedback, they are finally listening, and I'm excited. And to be honest with you guys, this hostility is not coming out of nowhere. You know, to give you some background, over the past several months, this company has been releasing a slew of brain-dead updates that has basically just sucked all the fun out of their game. Just zapped it right out, just sucked the soul out of it. And in this most recent update, they made a decision to slow down the movement down to a trickle. I mean, a month or two ago. They were like, you know what? This game is all based around movement. Let's slow it down further and make it feel terrible. I don't know what they were smoking over at this gameplay studio, but the Dingle wants some. You're welcome to hit me in my DMs on Twitter. I want to find out. Because the game was feeling sluggish and incredibly unfun. And all at the same time, they were paying streamers for what I imagine probably thousands to not hundreds of thousands of dollars to market their game. Instead of spending that money on optimization and, you know, they're deciding to double down on cringe cyber limbs that could kill you with a simple click of a button. Are you kidding me? One click of a button. And I'm not even kidding. I mean, these guys are pressing a button one time and you're dead. You blink, you're dead, and you get mad and you punch your screen. So not only am I out of time, I'm also out of a monitor because I'm punching holes in the screen playing this game. It seems that the devs were working hard as possible to ruin this concept of an incredibly unique and arcadey BR experience and turn it into the participation trophy of video games, aka a modern crypto Concord experience. And to be honest, all my hope was lost. We were down in the dumps. We weren't playing this game at all. We put it to the side until this update. Big W's all around. I got to give this company where credit's due. You know, you got to give them credit. They reverted a lot of the sluggish movement, buffed jetpacks, and nerfed some of the corny cyber limbs. Not enough, but at least they nerfed it some. Most importantly, they released a trial of a solos mode, which was a lot of fun, but needs some big tweaks before it's released to the masses. Overall, I really liked it. I mean, instead of having to deal with random teammates, I didn't feel held back, and we were shredding. A lot of the hand-holding losers that cheese cyber limbs for kills and put 8 KD in their Discord usernames were really clueless out there. They were in shambles. Major changes that would improve the quality of this game in general. I mean, I still think there's some big things they need to move. You know, just because they reverted some of the brain-dead decisions doesn't mean that there's more to be done. And honestly, they need to put me at the helm of the studio and pay me millions of dollars just so I can tell them these simple changes. Because I feel like they're not even watching us play the game. I mean, the reality is that they need to remove all the lethal cyber limbs or nerf them to the point where they're unusable. Because you're playing a game, you're getting a nice rhythm, you get a couple kills, and out of nowhere, you just get cut in half by some clown using the rippers or the booby bouncer or whatever. It's not fun. No one wants this. I don't know what they're thinking. I genuinely think that they just want to just hand out a kill to every single player playing this game, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick. Or at least they need to remove these lethal cyber limbs from the new upcoming ranked mode. So apparently they're going to add ranked to the game. At a minimum, they need to do that. Whatever. If you hop into the kiddie pool and you have your little rippers, that's fine. But in the deep end with the big boys, you got to remove the lethal cyber limbs because it's just straight up cheese and cornball, and it takes no skill to use, and it's really just sad. It just makes this game look sad. And on top of that, they need to nerf the Roadrunners. I mean, what are we doing? We're 20 months into this game's release, or however long, and the Roadrunners are literally, everyone's just using it to cheese. The hit reg in this game is atrocious, so you just use that with the Roadrunners, and you're basically invincible. You can't shoot the person. I mean, what are we thinking? They need to put an input delay and slow down the regen on these Roadrunners. It's not even a question. Everybody knows it. I don't know what they're... This is why this company makes me so mad. It's because it's so obvious they have a cool gaming experience and they're not doing the right thing. And honestly, they just need to, you know, maybe this is punishable by law. This level of incompetence and not changing that should be punishable by jail. Maybe jail time. I don't know. Well, maybe a fine. Who knows? But but all jokes aside, I really did have fun playing the solo mode. But we really do need to make some adjustments to the solo mode as well. And I know you're mad at me right now because I'm telling you what you don't want to hear, devs, but it's the truth. So just listen to me. I know this is nothing personal. I want your game to succeed. I like this game a lot. Okay? Don't get mad at me. Oh, this guy's just complaining. Well, yeah, because you guys are giving me slop. You're giving me garbage, rotten garbage that I have to, you know, put down my crusty penguin goal in. It's just making the dingle mad. So don't at me on Twitter. Oh, you talk shit to my game. Well, you guys are pumping out farts. And I'm not going to huff the farts like everyone else just because I don't want to glaze you guys. It's just sucking up to you so I can have another, you know, chance to compete on the big level. Fuck that shit. I'm going to be honest with you. Look at me in my soulless little penguin eyes. I'm just being honest, okay? And with regards to your solo mode, this is my feedback. It'll be a fun mode. You should include it. You should only have trios and solos. Don't add duos. Don't add quads. Don't add, you know, pentads. You literally just need to keep the solos. It's fun, but there are some slight tweaks, okay? Every time you die, you can just respawn immediately. That's corny. That's cheesy. No one wants that. I think there should be a 10-second timer before you can respawn because right now, as it stands, it's kind of like Rebirth Island. You know, if you die, you respawn immediately, but there's got to be 10 seconds because people are just flying back down and immediately getting into gunfights and killing the person that almost killed them. If that makes any sense. You know, you can just fly back down. The person doesn't even have time to reload their weapon that just killed you. You can fly back down and destroy them. So there needs to be something that prevents people from spawning right away above where they died. In the in-game is corny. You can't kill anyone because the weapons are so weak and the cyber limbs are so broken. You can just run away from everything. You know, and I think that's a part of the reason why people are using these broken cyber limbs because the damn weapons, it's not even a shooter. Like I know it says it's a third-person shooter. It's not a shooter. It's a cyber limb glaze fest. I don't even know. It's a cyber limb fiesta. It's just like 10 dudes in a hot tub wearing cyber limbs at the end game. You're in this tiny little circle here, just like a hot tub. Everyone's wearing cyber limbs, flying around. You can't kill anyone because all this shit is so weak, and they're just cheesing. It's just this game is just a bunch of cheese. It makes me so mad. And it's not even good cheese. It's not like cheese dip. You don't get chips in this game. You just get smelly like 15-year-old moldy Gouda or something. I don't know. That's the type of cheese we're dealing with. They need to increase the TTK at the end to prevent people from cheesing their way out of every gunfight. That's the reality. Okay? And there needs to be faster initial closing circles. When we're talking about this game at the beginning, it's kind of a slog, man. We got to speed this thing up. Get these circles closing a little bit quicker. I know people are very mobile, but it just seems like the map is way too big. And honestly, most importantly, in my last, you know, point of feedback before I give the ranking on this update, the hit registration in this update is atrocious. I don't know what's going on in the servers. I don't know if there's some Karen just walking around pouring coffee all over your servers or like shaking the rafters up there while I'm playing the game. But if I'm shooting at someone in the sky, I'm not hitting my shots. If I'm shooting someone using the Roadrunners, it's not going to register. It's basically just like an invincibility mode if you're flying or if you're on the Roadrunners. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just me, but it feels way, way worse than before. And the optimization is atrocious. But you know what? The silver lining, because I like to give feedback in the poop sandwich form. And what I mean by that, some positivity at the beginning, give them all the shit in the middle, and then some positivity at the end. I do like the updates to the map. The new areas in the map are really cool. Big W. Yeah, there's some weasel spots that you can hide in corners. Just get rid of those. And overall, the new areas, absolutely awesome. I love it. I love it. Super cool. So, ranking this update on a scale of 0 to 10, the past updates have been a 1 out of 10, a 2 out of 10, a 3 out of 10. This update's a massive whopping 7 out of 10. They need to stop making this game a participant. An overall 7 out of 10. Okay, this is my overall feedback, but most importantly, they need to stop making this game a participation trophy, low testosterone experience, and make it just an arcadey but fair experience. And most importantly, improve optimization. All right, that's my feedback, boys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to follow the bird if you haven't already. We got some more content coming out soon. Peace and love to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. I see that. I can't, boys. I'm gonna go over here. I can't go there yet. It's in the gas. Hold on. I'm trying my hardest, man.
There's guys everywhere. Come on, mate. Jesus Christ, man. My butthole's puckering. All right, I got you, boys.